Hello everyone, and this is Piotr FX or Peter, whatever is easier for you. Guys, there is a request to record a video and how you find when you've got a bigger attack, yes? So is it worth to build the attack or is it worth to maybe negotiate, yes? So my attack in this town here is a Polish A, Arvahal. It's 811 of the attacking units and 537 for the defense of the attacking units. Yes, so that's what it is. And I even didn't max out my great buildings, like to the 80th level. They are still, they are still so, but they are not maxed out. This is one level short and rest are on the lower level. Yes, so it's nothing yet, max out. It's just that I've got this attack from event mainly, yes, mainly event, and of course great buildings as well, because you can see that that's 65% to attack. I know it's Polish, but you can see 65% second line from the top in the bonus militarne, which is military bonus. Yes, same Cathedral of Ocean is 55%. And where's Zeus here? Zeus, yes, it's 57% on the 63rd level. So as you see, it's okay. And the Terracotta Army gives you 33% only, yes. Not yet time for it to raise because I've got a good attack, I don't have to worry. And I would like to show you a few things, okay? So first foremost, if I'm attacking, I do use two types of army, and that's for the whole G. If I see something that I can use the artillery, yes, because that's the artillery here. Hopefully you can see it clearly because I've tried to zoom in as much as I can. Then you see I'm just attacking them. They've got like 130 against me. That's level 3rd, yes, and that's okay for additional one, yes. If I see ninjas, I have to avoid them and so on. So here we started a GBG. If I see ninjas, I'm doing, because ninja is the shooting one. So I'm using then Ronin. It's one wave, so I'm using only one heavy, and then the rest I'm filling in with rogues, yes. And that's what I'm doing. So I will be talking and I'll be attacking. As you see, I don't like point too much attention to what to do, to manual fighting. I don't care, to be true, because I've got like 3,207 rogues. I've got 1,391 of heavy units and artillery. I've got, that's not showing right. Maybe a different. Okay, it's too big. I can't see the artillery. It's 1,418. Yes, so it's it's nothing to brag about, but it is quite a lot. So you don't have to worry about. I don't see ninjas again, so I can attack. Yes, and that's, you see, that's okay. And then oh, I see 2. Yes, I can do 2 because that's a low attack against me. It's just 32 and it's only 2, so that's fine. But most of the time, when it will grow, yes, the most I had about 80 odd, and it depends what army is against me, yes, because sometimes I can reach only 68 and I can't break through, to be true. But most of the time it's okay. So the question is, you see, I'm just killing them like that. Yes, I'm not worried. I'm just checking which army, 2 waves, so I will use 2 of the heavy units and filling in with rogues and attacking, yes. So that's pretty much it. You see 0 losses. If I would use a different army, I would have more losses, but I've got experience in that, so I know for a fact, yes, that there won't be a problem. Single row of the attack, that's important, single wave. 2 of them with 75% again. I still can use it, but you see already I've lost 1. It's just because of my laziness, because I can afford them to lose. And I have no problem, yes. I've got Other Worlds, which is about 400% of the attack. And I can say to you, the attrition has to reach you over 30 easily, 40 odd even. depend, depend on your skills, depend on the army, depend on the era as well, because era to era is not equal, to be true. But it's most important, if you will ask yourself, yes, look, how many fights I've done till now and how long time it took me, to do these fights. Yes, you see, I've done a lot of fights, yes, but we will check it, yes, we will check it, but I just want to keep on going with these fights. It's 28 now. I've done a lot of fights because we can see that the attrition raise 1 each time and 2 waves, so I need to fill in second one and rogues. You see, if you don't have enough army, yes, you won't do a lot of fighting. If you have enough army, but your attack is weak, then you won't do a lot of fights, yes? So to have a proper balance, you'd have to have, like a start of 22nd at least level of the truss. So you will have 20 units of troops per cycle of the truss. And that will be good for a start, but don't get me wrong, but you have to. You just have to raise it higher, like 50th at least level, in order to start to save up on those units. Why? Because you can't do GE and GBG and all the time lose army and count that, oh, I will have enough army. No, it will go. You see, it's going. One here, second here missing, yes, and it will be going. So you should ask yourself, do I want to have long and excruciating negotiations and always run out of goods and take more time to do it and have problems with goods, because you've got problems with goods when you try to negotiate, or you want to forget about the problems about the goods and just load like me. Here you see 36 attrition, it's 283 against me, but again I've got 811 attack, so it's not a problem for me. And I'm just loading and doing it quickly and efficiently. If you've got now, imagine yourself so much army as I have, and you will put, well, we can't put siege camp because that's the first, how you call it, that's the first sector, yes? So, excuse me, I need to do 65, my friend has to do 65. You see how many losses I've got? Only 2 has left. Because if I'm using wrong army, then I have to, you see, 2 ninjas. Yes, I should not use only artillery here. I should use rogues, and you see how much loss? Severe losses. I should use Ronin, which is heavy in the virtual future, and I should use rogues. I didn't, so I'm paying the cost for that. But if you would have those siege camps, although you would have these losses right now, no, actually, sorry, you wouldn't. And why? Because siege camps are lowering your attrition. My attrition wouldn't raise so much. So with even two camps of 2 siege camps, yes, you would have it much slower. I wouldn't have 46 right now. I would have much less. But I have to reach to 65 so that my friend can reach to 65. And so we will have this sector taken down, and then we can put siege camps, yes? I don't know how many I will be able to put, to be true. 2, yes, 2 siege camps. And we have to, because look, competition is there. It's 1 already taken, second already taken, third already taken, yes. They started already another one. And here, look, it's almost half of the taken. That's 3/4 overtaken. That's 3/4. Yes, and only this guy is really slow, like he's taking his time. Yes, I don't know how many people is in the guild. 3. So yeah, so these people are, like, don't give a hoot. Like, these people similar to us. Yes, it's just that, you see, sometimes people just start, they've got the attitude and they don't have resources. Sometimes people don't have resources and they've got a proper attitude. And there are 2 choices everyone has. Yes, you see, I should really think more and click less. And just change this army now because the losses are higher. what it is, attack 568, you see 52 attrition. So I really should think about, lowering the losses right now. But what I want to say is you've got really two choices, yes? Do as much GE as you can so that your town will grow on the comfort level. Once you will reach the comfort level, you can then start to think about GBG. GBG is good if you've got like a lot of army, yes, and you can waste it. And if you will just start off GBG and you won't do GE, there is a problem. And the problem is, oh, look, it's 57 and I can't beat them, you see? So I need to take more losses on artillery, but go through. Oh, not even that much. But I need to start to accept that losses are a must, yes? Because if no, I won't go through. That's why I need to use artillery. But yeah, like GE can give you more diamonds, even depend how many fights do you do, but and which league are you in the GBG. But GE can give the average person more diamonds, more goods, more troops. What I'm doing, I have to. More of things which GBG won't give you. And what I mean by that is an upgrade for the terrace farm, which is 12 forge points from the same terrace farm per cycle per day, yes. And what else? You've got upgrades for 2 buildings which don't require a road. They are Face of the Ancient, and they are Gate of the Sun's God, yes. And these buildings are giving you boost to your attack. So if you're doing the GE on the 4th level of the GE, third attempt, yeah, okay, I should use artillery. Third attempt, look, I can't beat them, and I won't beat them, to be true. What I would have to do right now is I would have to switch to a different sector where is a different army, and then I could, I could do it over there, but I won't beat this one. It's 72. So I've got two choices, either negotiate, which is how many? 60, 58. 58. So I would have to negotiate it twice less. So it's not 60, so it's 30, it's 29 negotiations, yes? Either, or my friend have to do the attack. And if he won't do, I can do it after the reset, yes? But if I want to conquer them, like go through the 65, then what I have to do is I count. I can start another one here and I will be able to go through, but that one I won't. Look, you see, I can go through, but that army, that setup of the army here, this one, and second wave, I count. So I can just try to figure out, some manual fighting. But to be true, got no idea what I could use. Future eras tanks, no, doesn't work. 3 probably won't help either. Aye. Ninja. I can just try to find, setup which will work. Oh, you see? And then I can, if I found it, yes, I can just switch to my regular fighting and I can go through. If I wouldn't find it, I just count and I have to give up and call it a day, yes? But that's what I'm saying. You see, it's 68 now and I'm still fighting, yes? Just because I've used some, like an extra setup which doesn't work, normally. You don't have to use it. But you need to understand your army, your attack, and those setups. These are just regular setups. They are working always the same in all eras. That should do with Ronin only and rogues. One single Ronin and rogues. Yeah, so we've got already 72 of the attrition against us. And that would be better off artillery, just plain artillery. Oh no, No, not at all. Ronin and Rogues? Not at all. Nothing? Nothing? Oh, you see? Again, probably artillery with this, if will do. Yeah, with Rogues. Artillery with Rogues. 73 attrition. How much they've got against me? I'm attacking 1145. Okay, so that's why I've got this trouble, because I'm attacking army which has attack in the defense of 1145. You know, and my attack is only 800 on 500. So that's why I've got so much trouble to go through them. But because it's a first day, that's the hardest day of all, usually in the GBG. That's why I'm going through, you know, no matter what. You see, and what I'm trying to achieve here is I'm trying to get to as many as I can fights. And then when I'll do as many as I can find, 78, that's pretty much me. That's me doomed. 78, that's attrition, you know. Most of the time it's my attrition, yes. It's just where I'm stopping. It's 80 to 83, like sometimes, yes, but I want to give up. It's no point. I will lose too much army. It's really no point. So you see, now I've got 30 here because it's 130 and 16 here. So it's a 30, 40, 46. So it's 23 negotiations if I would like to do it myself. I can do it, don't get me wrong. You know, I've got like a lot of goods. Where is that? You see, I've got 6,000, 5,000, 6,000, 6,000, 5,000. So it's not a problem. You know, I can do it myself, but I need to ask my friend because if he can do it, let's ask him. How many do we have? It's 8,430. 8,430. You'll help. If he won't answer, you know, then I can negotiate or wait till the reset, and then we can just move on. But that's what it is, you know. And I don't want to find proper setup. I've got 78 attrition. That's a huge attack against me, you know. Like we're talking 1,277 attack against me. So I really don't want to, you know, like kill so many units that it will be just worthless, because it's already worthless almost. But yeah, you know, I've done it so that if he won't do anything till the reset, like for another 3 hours or so, 3 hours and 18 minutes, then I can do it myself. That's not the issue. But then we will see, you know, because if I have to myself alone attack in the GBG, it's no point. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to not be the worst, yes, because if you are the worst, then you drop like big time. But if I can hold to, you know, like a minus 50 only points, then that's okay. That's not the problem. That's a platinum after all, you know. What I'm expecting is second wave of the platinum is really hard. Okay, so you see that's the attack, you know. That's how you should attack. That's how you should do it. If you don't do it this way, that's meaning you're too weak. Your town should be based on two factors if you want to have performance. One is attack, second is a forge points. Because if you've got attack, you can build performance. That's why attack is number one, numero uno. Yes. If you've got, oh, see, I've got a 71 fights and 85 total. Yes, because I've done 7 negotiations at the very start for my space carrier here. And I've got 158 as well, 59 forge points, you know, just saying. For some it's a lot, for some it's not a lot, but that's what it is. You make fort points, no problem in the GBG, but you make those boost to attack, those fort points, those diamonds, those everything, you know, you make them more in the GE. Yes, so one is a GE and build up the attack. Once you've got the attack build up, then you can move on to raise your arc, to raise your truss, to raise, you know, other buildings which will give you basically fort points and so on. Yes, fort points on the attack. You can put terracotta then and so on, because that's a really dear, like together with Himeji Castle. Oh, and if it's your main town and if you want to negotiate a bit, then oh, space carrier is it's really dear as well, because that's even era above or something, or well, that's 2 years above. Okay, above the virtual, because that's a space belt. So you see that's what it is. And otherwise you can have negotiations. That's your choices. Yes, either attack or negotiations, a long and excruciating process with always lack of goods. And I'm producing here 642 fort points, okay, per day. Nothing extraordinary is giving me extra. So the druid doesn't give me this today, fort points, not the nest as well doesn't give me extra fort points. So it's just the ordinary day, and on the ordinary day 642 plus 24 fort points for the hourly, and plus 8 hours production of fort points. Yes, whereas look, goods, I've got from virtual future, I've got 547 goods per day. Yes, 547 goods per day production, you see, but there's caveat to it. Yes, in the virtual future, if you want to build up attack, I wouldn't even try to go above progressive era, you know, whereas you need like 200 on 200 attack, just a bit over, like maybe 220 on 220 attack and defense for the attacking units. I would go for, you know, like 300 on 300 in the progressive to have a comfort, and I would go 400 on 400, you know, before I would switch to any era. Like before going to modern and postmodern, I would not go if I would not see 400 of the attack. If I wouldn't have it, I wouldn't go. If I want to go to the future, I would count about 600 to be on the safe side, because I would have a, you know, like a space. Still, I would have, you know, like more than I need. And then if I would like to go to the virtual future, I would just go with either the 600 or better, you know, wait and build up to 700 or something, and then go, you know, above the future. Yes, because if you want, then your fighting will be weak. You will be weak, and then when you will go on a map, you have to fight it or spend goods. Yes, like I'm fighting the map. Yes, all virtual was fighted. Maybe one by accident I clicked, you know, negotiate. Yes, but apart from that, that's GBG, and that's only one for some event. I didn't have to take it. I can unlock it and then take it. It's just for some event. But you know, if you don't find the map, you need to have a goods for the map, and you've got a regular map. Oh, sorry, you got a regular map, and you've got a map of the virtual future. Yes, and oceanic and Arctic. You know, that's a lot of maps to fight, because you've got regular maps, then you've got the virtual maps, and now you've got a, you know, Mars. If you want, if you want to fight it, you know, you can imagine how much goods do you need, and it will be long and excruciating because you need to do GE, GBG if you want to develop, and then maps. Yes, so guess what? Fighting is better. That's why people who perform better in the top of your neighbors, and look, I'm just 18 and I've got 98 million of points. So, you know, so those people, their attack is just awesome comparing to my one. They might have, you know, like a 1200 or 1500 of the attack, Might, not all of them, don't get me wrong. There will be people who got less attack than I have, but many of these people will have, you know, like 1200 or at least 1000 of the attack. Why? Because attack matters the most. So thank you for watching. I know I've repeated myself many times, but hopefully I've made a point. Thank you and bye-bye.